And then last night happens. Hollywood is I think that was the final nail for Hollywood of we don't care anymore. Because, which part? Well, I mean, where do we begin? First of all, they did not put a picture of Bill Paxton up in memoriam.
Like, you can't just edit a fucking quick, like...
And you could have. There was plenty of time to throw in Bill Paxton there.
That was hard, because I was like, really? You could have.
Yeah, and it's that started the shit show of the Oscars itself. Like, you didn't have the extra 2 to 3 seconds to throw in Bill Paxton in, because you did. They cut away to that singer for a full 15.
Exactly.
She was great, and I'm not saying take anything away from her, but an actor as big as Bill Paxton, like, you make the time. You get stewed, buttwad.
Yeah, yeah. Stewed. At least just put that up.
I mean, it's game over. You know, you get stewed, buttwad. Put that up. Call it a day. It's Chet. It's Chet from Weird Science, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
But there was that show was bereft with problems, if you will.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm using that word to the right place right now.
I don't think you are.
So to start off that show, we'll go back to the beginnings for a lot of people who aren't like insider Hollywood.
Yeah.
First of all, Jimmy Kimmel was the host.
I thought he did good.
He was okay. I don't. Jimmy Kimmel to me is still kind of a snooze. Like, he's good enough to just barely get you through the night, and you're fine about it. But for the audience who doesn't know this, that was not the Academy's first choice.
Oh, really?
No. He was about choice 5, is what I heard. The rumor on that was he was about the fifth choice, and he didn't want to do it. I heard. I heard a lot of people did not want to do it, just because the backlash and everything that happens, and if you get it wrong and fuck it up, follows you forever, follows your career forever. David Letterman was one of the first where it was just like, the
Wasn't
Oprah,
good.
Oprah thing. Like, he got killed for that. Oprah was pissed about that. It wasn't good. Conan O'Brien did it. Conan got killed for it.
Yeah.
And it was just like, boy. You know, Billy Crystal and those guys, Robin Williams, and I mean, they were born to do that shit.
Right.
But they're too old now. Like, they're out of touch with this. You know, they'd still have, you know, probably Bruce Vilanch on as their head writer.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they did financially to back up the truck to get Kimmel on, but he did. Because there was a sit-down meeting that happened that said, "You promised me I was not your 5th choice," and they were like, "We promised you," and it was just like, but they already knew.
Yeah,
he already knew. They already knew, and I think that's where the trouble began, was because they had gone out and made so many offers to other hosts that Kimmel didn't get this gig till late.
Right.
And the Oscars itself is a 3.5 to possibly 4-hour event. To plan for as a comedian, that is a massive show. That is a monster show to prepare for. You need a lot of time.
Yeah.
I don't think he was given enough time. I think that was the first problem. Second problem was you had a bunch of movies that nobody saw.
Yeah.
That were nominated.
Yeah.
You had Moonlight,
which he made fun of perfectly, I thought.
He did.
He was just like, that was his whole theme.
He did.
Nobody's seen these
but
movies.
as an audience member, you know, you're like,
yeah, funny for a second.
Yeah, it's funny for a second, but it's like, it's not really funny when you're doing a 4-hour show about films that no one has seen.
Yeah.
Not to say that Moonlight isn't great. Not to say that Manchester by the Sea isn't great. Manchester by the Sea is the most depressing movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's a thrill ride. It's a thrill ride.
Yeah, but most of the movies that were nominated were like that, with the exception being La La Land.
Yeah.
But boy, that's a tough one in its own right. A bunch of the nominees, most of the people who won, you didn't really know until towards the end. Then they got to Emma Stone. You know, Emma Stone won. Casey Affleck won. You kind of know them. But I couldn't tell you what the last movie Casey Affleck was in.
Before that,
yeah, was it Ocean's 80, Ocean's 30, Ocean 4? But I really don't know, and I'm not saying, because I like Casey Affleck. He gave a great performance, but I don't know. I don't know what he was in. So you're dealing with that problem. To go, you have a bunch of people and a bunch of weird movies, a bunch of depressing movies that you don't know, you haven't seen. Then from there, they had some set design problems at the beginning.
What?
Yes. So those two huge buildings that looked like they were skyscrapers that were on stage. It looked gorgeous. Like, I will say this, it looked gorgeous.
Yeah.
One of those skyscrapers fell during rehearsal. Luckily, nobody was on stage.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. They would have gotten killed. They didn't really have a comment, except for, hey.
Sorry.
It'll be fixed by showtime, which is fine. Then your opener is Justin Timberlake again. Justin Timberlake. He just did the Golden Globes opener.
Yeah.
Another show about acting awards.
Did he do the exact same song too?
That is his song. He performed that song from Trolls. He did that, but it's still like, hey guys, we're leading off with Justin Timberlake for both acting shows. We're going to lead with Justin Timberlake. And I thought the opener was fine last night.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was great. I thought it was great, but it was just like, all right, I feel like I just saw this a month ago at the Golden Globes. You get to the actual show itself, and it's every joke was political, and it's like, we get it. For me personally, I'm over it. Like, there isn't a Trump joke anymore. It's like a Helen Keller joke at this point to me.
Yeah.
There isn't a Trump joke anymore that you can do that 800 people aren't doing every single night, where it's like, all right.
Yeah.
You had plenty of material to mine from. Like, snooze. The whole thing was a fucking snooze fest for me.
Yeah.
Then we get to the ends where I'm just like, all right, because I know we were going to talk about this on the show today, and it was just like, at this point, we're 19 hours deep. Let's just get this over with.
Totally traveled all day. We're like, okay, best picture.
Best picture, go. La La Land, great.
All right, we almost turned it off.
Almost turned it off.
So close.
And I was because I was expecting La La Land to win, so that wasn't a shock.
Me too. I was like, yeah. Oh, you're like, whatever, of course.
What wasn't a shock to me that the La La Land was probably going to win Best Picture.
Yeah.
For some reason, I didn't turn off the TV though.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Something was telling you.
Because it was another guy that was running up to the microphone, and then I saw a couple people stirring around back behind them.
Weirdly.
That had headsets on.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute.
Never happened.
And then the guy says, oh my God. Hey guys, this Moonlight is the best picture. Please come on up to the stage. Bring your whole cast and crew. And it was just like, wait, what?
And at first I thought it was like, an Adele situation where you deserve this more.
Right,
Moonlight won.
Yes.
Like,
an Adele,
I want to give
Beyonce
this
type
to
of
you.
sitch. Yeah.
And he was like, no, it's not a joke. Like, look at the envelope.
Yeah.
And old ass Beatty.
Well, here's what I will say, because I went back and rewatched it.
Okay.
Beatty knew something was up.
Yeah, but everyone thought he was like doing a thing. Like, of course, La La Land, right?
Right. But if you go back and watch the tape,
okay,
he's staring at this card and he's trying to make sense of it. And he's just like, wait, when's the next bus coming? Okay, good, great. Because I'm going to hand this to Faye Dunaway to read and let her get hit by that bus.
And she didn't even look at it for 1 second. She just thought he was doing a bit and just like yelled out whatever she saw.
Well, on the card, today they did say, this morning, on the card, it really did say Emma Stone, La La Land.
Why did they have a card that said that?
PricewaterhouseCoopers is in charge of these cards. They're, supposedly have briefcases and all kinds of shit.
So there was 2 cards in there, or I was just really confused.
So Emma Stone afterwards, last night, did an interview backstage, and she said, I don't know why that explanation was given. I have my card on me. She had her card that said Emma Stone, La La Land. So 2 cards were printed. Is what they're going. That's the story they're going with this morning. Whether or not that changes, I don't know. But 2 cards were printed. allegedly.
Okay.
We'll say allegedly. That said Emma Stone, fucking La La Land, best
So she
actress.
got 2 Oscars.
Yeah. But
Snooze.
so she's up, she's up on stage and she's trying to explain to people, I don't know why that explanation's given. Here's my card.
Right.
If there was another one printed, I don't know. But I don't know how you fuck that up either.
Right.
The entire show felt lazy to me already to begin with. It just plodding along again with pictures we haven't seen. Usually they mix in like best actors with the other things, and it's just last night there was like a 2-hour gap of like best short, best animated feature, best, and you're like, I can't.
Best sound mixing, best sound editing,
Yeah.
best, and you're like, cool.
But throw in an actor
Yeah.
here and there, like not that all of those jobs aren't important because they are.
For sure they are.
But mix it up. Mix it up so the crowd is interested. And you have something to
excited
root
about
for.
both things.
I don't know what the fuck a best animated short is. I don't even know where to begin of why you would enter that.
I don't know where to find one. Like if I
no.
wanted to watch one, where would I?
No, they don't put those before any movies.
Yeah,
So
I don't know
it's not like you're going to see the latest. You're not going to see Deadpool and it's like, oh hey, before Deadpool's here, let's see this animated short
from Yugoslavia.
Yeah, from Yugoslavia or whatever the fuck. And then they come up and give this speech of what like a labor of love these short films are, and it's like, bro, I kind of make short films like twice a week with my everybody makes sketches with their and it's like
that's horrible.
It is, but it's the truth. To me, it's the truth. Like, and then you have the best short films. And they have like best documentary short.
Yeah, which I don't understand that.
I don't either, because a documentary is documenting something or someone's life. That's pretty much saying to me, hey, yeah, your life really isn't that important. It's kind of 10 minutes. Like if it was a Pauly Shore documentary, you want to jam that in 10 minutes, fucking go ape dick. That'd be great.
Right.
You can probably cram all Pauly's shit in 10 minutes. You're good to go.
Sure.
Whatever the fuck else they're doing, I don't know, because it's like, it's always like a war-torn country one with like Afghanistan or something, and it's like
you
they're crying.
Do a whole doc.
They're pulling a baby out of the rubble, and it's like, dude, that's 10 minutes. You couldn't do a whole fucking doc on it. I don't get it. But they're Oscar winners. And funny story, I went to an Oscar party once years and years and years ago, and the first people into this party springing in, boom, Oscars up in the air. It was for a short documentary called Toth. It was about a guy who played like a fucking violin or some kind of instruments or whatever. Yeah, and we all took our picture with the Oscar or whatever, and these people, and it was just like, I don't know what you did or what this is.
Go check out Toth.
Yeah, never seen it. Never seen
No,
Toth.
you won't either.
The full-length version.